Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to all the listeners from around the world that are tuning into this radio broadcast today. I am Tammy Markee, your host of Tammy Markee Radio Show, sponsored by Millionaires in Training Radio. We are based out of Houston, Texas. Listeners, please let me share a little bit about myself. I am a native of New Orleans, Louisiana. I am a concerned humanitarian, co-author, international human rights activist, evangelist, entrepreneur, and forex trader in a $5.3 trillion daily market. Also, I'm a columnist for Kish magazine called Dynasty of Dreamers and founder of Dynasty Dreamer International. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a talented young lady on today's show. She is a true example of a Dynasty Dreamer, and that spirit is going to be our outstanding show. We on the radio broadcast today with Latoria Richardson. Yes, Latoria Richardson. I am supremely thrilled that Latoria Richardson is our highly distinguished guest today. She has taken the music industry by storm by her incredibly scintillating achievements in the world of music. Latoria is super talented. She has captivated and dazzled global audiences with such premier peak performance. Latoria Richardson, better known as Tori, is a 32-year-old Chester, Pennsylvania native. Tori is a Chester High School graduate of the class of 2004. She is a mother of 5, a fiancé, a dream chaser, all while working full-time as an ophthalmic technician. Tori has always had dreams of being a singer since she was a young child. She entered talent shows and auditioned for shows such as American Idol and NBC's The Voice. Tori came up with her own company named Sophisticated Melodies, a singing entertainment company where she provides a song for your next occasion. Her love and passion for music and singing goes as far as her wanting to search for the talent around her. So she came up with a sophisticated style open mic night called a Singer's Circle. The Singer's Circle is for singers like herself to come out and showcase their talents in a sophisticated atmosphere. The one thing Tori loves more than singing herself is hearing others sing. There's so much more to come with Tori and Sophisticated Melodies. Well, listening audience, welcome to the phenomenal world of Latoria Richardson. Well, today's episode is called Sophisticated Melodies. How are you doing today, Tori Richardson?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
You are so very welcome. We are actually elated and thrilled to have you on the radio broadcast today. And I want to commend you for all the great work that you're doing. You are such a talented young lady.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You are so very welcome. And Tori, can you give us a synopsis of your eventful life? Let us have a close examination of the life of Tori Richardson. Give us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, as you said, I'm 32 years old. I have a dream of being a singer my entire life. So I auditioned for different types of, talent shows, The Voice, and I tried out for The Voice 4 times, actually. And then I tried out for American Idol a few years ago. He told me no, I never gave up, and I never will give up. I'm going to continue to try and, try to aspire to be, greater. But I love the fact that I can discover the talent around me, and I love hearing people sing. It just does something to my spirit. So I came up with Sophisticated Melodies because, I enjoy other people's voices, and it makes me, feel good inside to be able to help other people who are shy like myself come out into an environment where they can, not be judged and feel comfortable and, and sing along with me. So basically, I just want to, I want to discover other talents, not just my own. So my dream is pretty much for everybody to spread their wings and fly, not just myself.
That is beautifully said. And that reflection speaks volumes because you are cemented in your passions. And when you shine a light and showcase other people's gifts, there's something that tremendously unfolds, and you are helping propel other people to reach their best destiny in the gift of, in the artistry of song and being a songstress and the gift of music. And so it's truly commendable what you are shining the light around the world. You are being such a beacon of inspiration to so many talented individuals that you come across. And it tends to ignite that fire in them. So we just want to say keep up the great work that you're doing. You are super, super talented, and I know talent when I see it. And also what you have shared with the listening audience is highly illuminating and fascinating. It shows your incredible instructed guideposts to the greatness that you have within you. And we truly appreciate that. And Toria, what is your perspective on how one can brand their business?
Well, actually, I'm actually still learning myself on how to brand. I know I use social media as an outlet to help me with getting my name out there and having the events like the Singer Circle is the very first Sophisticated Melodies event. I actually want to do a lot more, and this is my fourth one coming up this Saturday, and it's actually grown from maybe 10 people to being 20 people to the last one being 40 people or more. So basically, just never give up and just keep trying until you get where it is that you're trying to go. I know that, like I said, social media is an outlet. Printing up flyers and having different events and stuff like that will help you definitely get your brand out there. Like, I'm still learning as I go myself. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes, absolutely, because we are our brand, and social media and the internet is a tool. Mm-hmm. So there's a tool that we can actually use to get our platform out there. And so it's how you use the platform. And so like you're saying, you're still learning the whole branding situation and techniques and methods, but the key is consistency. And so when you consistency with your brand and you expressing that through social media or the internet, people are going to notice. Even if they're really not clicking on your post or whatever, people notice it. But you have to be consistent. Consistency is the key. You have to remain flexible and relevant. And you have to set standards for your brand. And even in this fast-changing world of marketing, one must remain relevant, flexible, and consistent. When you look at some of the most recognizable brands out there, Tori, like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they always be consistent. And you have to have a well-defined strategy of action to execute your methods and your tactics and your strategies for your brand, because we are our brand. We represent our brand. It's not about just the flyer. It's about who we represent. It's our image of who we are. Yeah. So everything that you put out there on cyberspace is out there forever. So you want to represent well. And that's what you're actually doing. You represent your brand well because you are your brand.
Yes,
so what you're actually sharing with us is truly profoundly simple, but simply profound, of leaving a lasting impression in the hearts and minds of our target audience. Which leads me to the next question. What advice would you give to those who want to break into the music industry?
I would basically give the same advice. I would do, the same thing that I'm doing. I'm actually trying to work on doing a little small EP, a little album, trying to get people to listen to it, try to get it out there. Like I said, promoting myself, branding myself. And like I said, just never giving up and just keep trying. Like every day I'm trying to just, break out into another part of, of myself, So just never give up and just keep trying. Create demos, send them all to different, A&R people, come up with your, I don't write right now. So right now I'm actually looking for writers. But, if you write songs, have different events, just do what you can to, and believe in yourself.
Absolutely. It is about networking as well, because if it's something that you want to break into, if it's the music industry or any other type of industry, you have to connect with the right people for them to be able to see your talent. And you have to just get out there. When you have a talent, you have to cultivate your talent and your skill set. And that's actually what you're doing. You're cultivating it. And so that really speaks volumes and is truly noteworthy that when you have a altruistic talent that you have for the world to see, it's truly uplifting because when people hear songs that uplift them, it changes the hearts and the minds of the people. And that's truly what you are doing. And if someone is going through such a challenging time in their life and they can hear your music, it becomes catharsis for them. It becomes a sense of healing. And it uplifts the soul. It uplifts the spirit. It uplifts the mind. And so when you're born with that talent like you have and you actually showcasing it to the world, it tends to put a piece of immortality out there in the world forever. Because when you're a writer, when you're a songstress, your music is out there, your words are out there forever. Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
I'm learning now. I'm learning. You're inspiring me.
Yes. But I call myself the encourager, and I love to inspire other people. And I tell you, Tori, this is one of the reasons why I have this show, Millionaires in Training, because we want to emancipate the minds of the people. We want to change their mindset so they can say, okay, I may be going through some things, but tomorrow could be totally different. You know, I can create the wealth. I can create the life, the quality of life that I so rightfully deserve. And so that's the reason why we have people come on shows that's talented like you, and among others, to be able to share their journey and their testimony and say, okay, well, I made it through. I went through some challenges, but look, you know, if you don't give up on your dreams and visions and you be intentional about it, and you believe in yourself, no matter who around you does not believe in you, and even though a person may deal with mercurial people that will say, oh, you know, this you may not never make it to this next level. You can't listen to the naysayers. You have to stand on what has already been inside of you, what's been imparted in you. And so you exactly exuberating that out into the world, your gifts and your talents, and people are going to take notice. And that's when you be ready to take the center stage, when you are ready in your heart of hearts, and you take the center stage, and I tell you, it is life-changing, not only for yourself, but for those who could recognize the gifting in you. Truly. So, Tori, let's talk about who were inspirational role models in your life.
Inspirational role models. Number one, I would have to say first my mother. My mother is very talented as well. She's she used to model. She used to sing as a child, and she's the strongest woman I know. So she's definitely inspiring, and definitely a role model. Always taught me to keep going and never give up on my dreams. I would have to also say a role model is also my fiancé, who's also his own singer company owner. He owns his own singer company, and he's very motivational, very inspiring. He keeps me going, and he makes me work harder. And he's definitely a role model, not even just to me, but to other people. He sends me motivational speeches every single day. He tells me, that I can make it and to never give up. Very inspiring, and so many other people. Too many to name, but those two definitely, mainly those two, my mom and my fiancé, definitely keep me going.
So you actually have a good support system.
Yes.
And when you have that support system, you could achieve anything. When you have someone in your ear constantly saying you can do it, you can make it. And so those type of individuals, Tori, should be carved in stone. So the legacy of what they believe in, of servant leadership and sacrifice, might never be lost to mankind. And they truly are treasured gems in your life. And so may God continue to bless them for actually adding strength to your hands.
Thank you.
You are so very welcome. And you have entered talent shows and auditioned for shows such as American Idol and NBC's The Voice. You have a company named Sophisticated Melodies, a singing entertainment company where you provide a song for next occasions. What can you share with the listening audience on how one can reach this momentous feat in their life, this great achievement?